Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Huddle Podcast. My name is Aneesh.
And I am Temi.
Yeah, so Temi, semifinals coming up. We have a special episode for you guys. We have a returning guest. This guy joined us previously, but I'll let Temi introduce him. I don't want to take his thunder. But anyways, yeah, this is a playoff matchup. Let's jump right in. Let's huddle up. So for this episode, like I said, round one, let's go through each matchup, talk through, share a screen, what went right, what went wrong, and then look ahead to the semis and make some predictions, including the controversial toilet bowl that Mike doesn't like, but it is what it is. All right, Temi.
Yeah, today we're joined by, he's been on this podcast before, a very special guest that I think he's had the most appearances of all our friends on the pod. Is the world okayest fantasy player. Honestly, mad respect to this guy this season because I don't think I've seen such like a team go through as much adversity as his team did. But, he kept chugging along and he pulled together his team and he figured out, made some bad decisions, dropping Keenan Allen. But overall, though, kudos to our special guest because he pulled together a good team considering the circumstances. Unfortunately, he was facing me this week and I had to put the pause on him. I had to eliminate him from playoffs. Without further ado, welcome James to the pod.
Ooh, good to be back. I love the podcast. It is kind of weird with my two biggest fantasy rivals in their playoff success, and I'm here and I lost. It's okay though. I'm just here to get beat down this entire episode and feel sad. Maybe I'll give some reason. I don't know.
Nah,
I'm kind of numb. We had a good matchup though. It was fun.
We did.
I'll save my thoughts, but it was a good time.
Well, thank you for joining, James.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time. But yeah, let's jump right into it. First of all, before we jump into the matchups, I just want to shout out the two hosts were both in the semifinals this week or this year. It's never happened in the history of this podcast. That's special because I was in the dumpster last year. Yeah, 2-year history. I pretty big accomplishment there. Maybe we'll see a finals matchup, but I don't want to look too ahead. We have tough semifinals opponents.
Yes,
so.
yes.
All right, let me get some. Let me pull up.
I'm curious how this is going to look. Is it like a fourth screen?
It's going to be on the bottom.
That's pretty,
the side.
pretty cool.
How does it look?
It looks good.
All right.
We go through each matchup.
Yeah, let's start with the number 1 seed. Let's give him his flowers. So, Max Liebhauser.
I don't get it.
181 points against Daniil, 131 points. Honestly, Daniil put up a really good showing, 131.
Yeah.
First of all, would he have beaten you, Tammy?
Yeah. He'll have beaten some matchups for sure.
Oh, yeah, he got 120. Okay.
He'll have beaten me.
But anyways, though, the name of the game for this matchup was Max. He had some dominance all around, up and down. Lamar, James Conner, and Mr. Devontae Adams, 42 points. Crazy. Yeah, what are you guys takeaways from this matchup?
I was with Max this weekend in Portland, and he could care less about fantasy. That's the craziest thing about this. His team is doing so great. He's destroying us. And all he was just saying, oh my God, 2 more weeks of this. It's like literally dreading the fantasy season being over. Then his team is just putting up 180 casually. He's destroying everyone. And which is just like very ironic because the guy that cares the least about this is dominating. And that's the thing with Max's team. He has some like heavy hitters that has shown up this year and like have stayed consistent. So that's why he's been so dominant. Like you have Lamar, Saquon. Like Saquon didn't go off this week, but he has other weapons that could go off. Like
Yeah.
that's how insane. Like his team is. His team is so good, and like Devante really showed up this week. Then he picked up a good defense because he looked at the matchup, and like it's just it's mind boggling like how good it is, and he doesn't really care that much.
Max's text about like trying to trade for a tight end or whatever, and we had to say Max's deadline passed to me, so he's just like, "My bad, guys." He's got no, that's the secret, It just doesn't matter. Just
the one weakness right now is his tight ends is a little. He
Yeah,
lost both of his tight ends, Dallas Goedert and what's his name,
Evan Ingram.
damn.
Yeah, so
It's the year of Max.
he's for our listeners. Max texted our group chat saying, "I have a running back who just scored 27 points on my bench. I'm looking to trade him for a tight end." First of all, trade deadline is passed, and second of all, Spears. This is his first good game of the year. So I'm not really sure how valuable he is.
That might have been Max's first fantasy-related text in that chat in, I don't know, 6 weeks.
Yeah. Obviously, it's the last time he was on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just so funny to me because he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, 2 more weeks."
Yeah. Poor Daniil, he put up a good fight.
I think I'm not sure. Maybe we have to look at the history, but I think in the past 3 years, Max has consistently made semifinals.
Has he?
I know he
I
definitely
think so.
like.
Did he make it last year?
I'm not sure if he did last year. That last year might be only the question mark. But
James, you made semis last year, right?
I didn't make the semis last year.
he beat me. He beat me to make semis last year.
And then Vinny beat me. Yeah.
Wait, Vinny
Wait,
was in the
Vinny
finals
didn't
last
make
year?
the finals.
Oh. Who beat
No,
me?
Daniil did.
Maybe
No,
Daniil
it
beat
wasn't
me.
Daniil.
Because
It
Daniil won,
Was it
right?
Daniil?
Was it
No,
Mike?
it was.
No,
It was
Mike.
no, it was Mike. Mike beat
Mike
you.
beat me? Okay.
It was Mike
Daniil
against
wasn't in the
Daniil.
finals? Mike, okay.
No,
Mike
not
versus
Daniil.
Max.
Against Blanche.
Oh, Blanche won because he had Christian
Yeah,
McCaffrey.
Blanche
yeah.
won.
Daniil won the
Yeah.
year before. Dude, I don't even know anymore. I'm so. How many years have we been playing this? Like
This is our
6,
7.
7th season.
7? Oh. Have I made the finals?
I don't think
No,
so.
you've never made the finals.
Oh my god. I'm just.
You can't
I'm
get
so-
over the hump.
I'll be. It would have been nice for me to show up to the podcast wearing the world's okayest fantasy player shirt, but I actually as I was going to bed last night, I needed a new pajama shirt, and I looked at my phone. My work league, I didn't make the playoffs. I have a second work league first round exit. I was just I think Sincere McCormick just got hurt, and I said, yeah, okay. Put the shirt on, went to bed. So, in my
Yeah.
heart, I was like, another year. It's okay.
It's okay.
Back to this matchup though.
Yeah, sorry.
Poor Daniil. He's been kind of struggling with his opponents outscoring him
Yeah.
by a lot.
By a lot, yeah.
And this week was no exception. He got outscored by 50. He lost by 50 points, and which is really unfortunate. I don't really know how unlucky how that's possible consistently.
Is he number 1 in points against?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
From the regular
he-
season, he was. Yeah,
It's insane. Very unlucky. Like definition of unlucky.
mm-hmm.
Because I mean, everything that was within his control, he did right. It's just unfortunate luck.
All right. Anything else about this matchup before we move on to the next one?
Nah, nothing really. I think next week, whoever is facing Max, beware.
We'll see. Saquon apparently is hurt.
Is it? He came
Yeah,
back
he
into the
looked-
game, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He didn't play a snap after he got hurt. But that also could have been.
Oh, I thought he came back in the fourth quarter.
Did he? I was listening to
I
a
think he
podcast today saying that he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you look up
That's.
Saquon right now, the first thing says he's dealing with a minor injury and
I hope
missed
it's
extended
minor.
time during the game.
Maybe injuries will be minor. Anyways, that's a different topic.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the second seed, Ori.
I'm so
Ori
proud of him.
faced against Sid, the seventh seed. Ori is kind of an interesting team right now, in my opinion, at least. He's being carried by the MVP essentially. I think the race is locked up. At least, in my opinion, it has. But his rest of his team's looking a little iffy here. What do you guys think? Besides Lad, I like Lad.
Yeah, I mean, also Njingba. Smith Njingba has been good.
Right.
Uh, it's our team is good. I think our team is good, but maybe not consistent. Like he has some players that haven't been consistent this season, but
Yeah, like
Agreed.
definitely big playability players. Like any of these guys could go off for insane amount of points without a question. Like even Kelsey. Kelsey's been struggling this year, but we all know it's just a matter of time when Kelsey like turns insane
Especially
into
late in
like
the
the game
season.
script.
yeah.
Yeah.
He'll start doing better.
So it seems decent. Good win for Ori, obviously, due to Josh Allen being MVP caliber player. Unfortunately, news for Ori though is David Montgomery is out probably for the rest of fantasy season.
And the season
Uh,
in general.
it's done for the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's done. Um, so he's gonna be missing. He's gonna have to fill that void. Let's go. Let's look at his bench. Can you scroll down to his bench, please?
Yeah. So his bench starts with Isaiah Davis, Kenneth
Okay,
Walker.
so he has
His
Kenneth
his
Walker.
yeah. He
We,
needs him healthy.
yeah, he needs Kenneth Walker to be back. He also has
And
Devontae
Devontae
Smith
Smith. Oh, I didn't
that he
realize
could
that.
play on the flex.
Yeah.
Uh, and Josh Downs also, once fully healthy, could be good. So all he has he has a pretty solid team depth wise. Also, it's
Mhm.
just a matter of like his guys showing up. He has a good team.
Oh, for sure. He's in the
Yeah,
semis for a reason.
yeah, which is honestly kudos to Ori. He's on a path to make a Cinderella story come true, in which first playoffs, and if he wins, it will be first playoffs, first swing. It will be like Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah.
We cannot deny him anymore. There cannot be asterisk next to his fantasy Hall of Fame anymore. So, but there's a 2 weeks to go for that before that happens. Uh, on the other, I just on Sid's side of the coin though, unfortunately for Sid, he had like January go down. That
Yeah,
didn't
that
really
was
help
tough.
him. Yeah,
Mm.
like he started to
The
come back from
0.
that.
Especially when Waddle's been kind of turning it around
Yeah,
the
he's been
past few
turning things
weeks.
around. Yeah, so it's unfortunate for him. But Sid came a long way considering like I don't think most of us will have picked him to make the playoffs a couple of weeks ago, but he got there.
If you want to hear a little quick fun fact, if you take everyone's records, what they would be if they played every team in the league each week, Sid is last in the league. So the fact that he made the playoffs
Is
is
look,
pretty impressive.
what is the Neil's best record? Do you know? Did you look? Are you looking at it
Daniil
right
is
now?
third, 90 and 64.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What is the Leeds worst record, and what would have been best record?
Uh,
Oh, what is Leeds record? I guess against
where
everyone.
is lead? Oh, he's number 2. You're
He's
number
number
1
two.
though.
Me?
Maybe it is?
Yeah, Tammy's number 1.
Oh wow.
I'm
Oh
4.
yeah. That's good. What am I?
James, you're 9. You would have missed
Yeah.
if we just had like a cumulative record, like
Yeah.
whatever you
Sounds
score, you face everyone else at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Ari has some. He's gonna have to make some key fantasy
lineup
decisions.
decisions.
Yeah, lineup
Because
decisions.
he has 4 good wide receivers.
Yeah,
Hill's struggling, but
but do you
JSN,
have it in you to bench him? I don't
Lad.
think. I don't think
I don't
anyone
know.
has it. I don't think anyone has it in them to bench him like that.
Yeah, against SF too. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, Sid though, I want to shout him out. He picked up Adam Thielen pretty. Yeah, that was a really good
Yeah,
pickup from
good
the.
flex player.
Yeah. Otherwise, though, I kind of fleeced him with the trade I made earlier with him.
The AJ Brown trade. Yeah. What did you give him?
Kareem
Debo?
and Debo. They kind of
Yeah.
went downhill.
Debo sucks. I have Debo
I wouldn't have done that trade, but at the time Kareem was balling. Debo,
Yeah, Kareem was
we all
doing
thought
really
he would
well.
turn it around eventually. Even with that Uke down, he still didn't.
It's
I
getting
think,
worse.
yeah, Debo Samuel is going through a rough time right now.
Yeah.
He's doing the
All
game.
49ers.
So you
Yeah,
can
doing
see
it.
right here, week 6, he scored 21 points. That's when
Was
I
that when
traded
he
him.
traded? Yeah. I mean, he got injured the game. No,
Yeah,
he didn't get
he got
He got
injured.
injured. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just the game against LA. Like he had a key drop that would have probably resulted in a touchdown.
Touchdown, yeah.
The guy is getting too much. People are saying stuff online, and he's responding. To me, that seems like a little bit of a distraction.
I think that whole team is out of it.
Yeah,
Totally.
they're gonna have to come back next year with CMC, but they can still make playoffs though. The NFC West is open.
That's true. That is true. All right. Let's move on to the 2 guys who faced off against each other that I'm looking at right now. Temi and James. So Temi was number 3 seed. He pulled it off against James, won by 30 points. But James, though, here, let me pull it up real quickly.
Oh boy.
That's just like for what you've dealt with this year, and you made the playoffs. Just a little consolation.
This was a tough one. Yeah, this year
a
kind of
tough one.
sucked.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I would have. I don't. It takes a strong mental fortitude, considering like we are like competing and we are like have fun doing this, to go through what you went through. You lost like 4 of your top 5 picks.
I lost want to remember the text and first of all, everybody got hurt this year, so like it wasn't just me. There was a ton of injuries, but I do feel like I kind of like
no, you lost the most, dude. You lost the most.
Yeah,
without even
like
a question.
Mid-season, like week 5 or 6, and you sent that like text like of my first 8 picks in the draft.
Let me pull it up right now.
Let's pull up your first 8 draft.
And like
because
even since then, it's gotten even worse.
Because you made some trades. Like you even traded for Jordan.
So James, your number 1 pick.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey hurt most of the season. Nico Collins
traded away Nico.
Hurt. Traded away. Devon Achane.
You traded away for. You traded. No, wait. Let's talk on that real quick. You traded that away to get Jordan Mason to replace Christian McCaffrey, and Jordan Mason ended up getting injured. And what did you give? What else did you get?
DK Metcalf, and he was
bust.
He was a bust, and he was out for like a month also. I think he got. I will say that trade. Mike and I were both the losers of that trade, but I was proud that I traded Nico Collins away the week he got hurt. And I don't think Mike realized that, like, because we made the trade very quickly. Like he's like Nico for DK and Jordan. I'm like, yes, 100%. And then we did it, and Mike's like, oh, he's out, or I think he knew, but he wasn't thinking about it. So I was kind of proud of that one.
Yeah.
And my trade
he went on a losing stretch after that trade.
Yeah. I like to think I kind of dragged Mike down with me. But I mean, Jordan and DK had a few good weeks. That was about it.
So Devon Achane was fine.
Tua got hurt, and he kind of sucked, but he actually stayed healthy.
One thing about Devon Achane, though, his running numbers are
bad
not that
this
good.
year.
His PPR, like that's the only That's the only way he's like elite.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, Dalton Kincaid, you traded away for honestly.
Terry, that was a big move.
That was a good
great
trade.
move.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
thought
great
both my
move.
trades were good. Most of my other decision making was bad.
Yeah.
That was a
Rasheed
great
Rice.
Rip.
He was on his way to be like a.
I was
a
so
top
proud of
five
that
receiver.
one too. I picked him in all my leagues. I was like, that was like one of the few times I was like, I zeroed in on a player. I was like, and it like hit, and I was like, this is gonna be good. And then,
and then
I
Kyler.
hate Kyler. He sucks.
Dude, I was honestly, I knew our matchup was gonna go as far as Kyler goes. Honestly, like after the first morning game, I was like, oh, James James is kind of close here, and it's kind of looking like he's gonna win. Then Kyler played.
One thing about Kyler that I really like is he just like dumps it off to Trey McBride, like literally every play.
I have Trey McBride in another league too, and I'm a benefactor of that. Trey McBride has 0 receiving touchdown in the year, and he's probably tight end 1 in fantasy. It's insane.
That keeps me optimistic. It's gonna happen.
That's insane. Anyways,
the next player I want to shout out.
It's a bad decision.
This is a tough one.
Thank you so much for dropping him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm kind of salty because I saw him on the waiver. I was gonna pick him up, and I was like, nah, I'm okay with the wide receivers I have.
He won me my week this week.
Yeah, actually.
And
that was a bad mistake, James.
Can I defend my decision making for a moment?
Sure.
I was convinced Mike Williams was going to be like the greatest player in the second half of, because like he was like a 3rd or 4th round pick. I feel like last year or 2 years ago, the Jets weren't using him. He joined the Steelers. His first game, he gets that touchdown to ice the game. Russ is cooking. That like
you were a prisoner of the moment.
I believed in Russ. I was like, George Pickens is good, but they need one more downfield threat. And I thought I was convinced Mike Williams was going to go.
Dude, have you seen the Steelers offense?
Dude, James,
I thought Mike Williams was going to bring them to the next level.
James, what are you talking about? He got 1 catch that game for 32 yards, because it
was his first week on the team, and I was like, well. Dude. I was like, it's only going to get better, and then it's 0-0.
You're a prisoner of the moment.
And then you dropped Keenan,
bro.
You dropped Keenan at 8 points.
I was either gonna drop Keenan or Javonte, and I was like freaking out over it because I was convinced I was like, I'm gonna hate myself if I don't pick up Mike Williams. So I knew I was gonna drop one of the two, and I was like, you know what? I need running back, so buy Keenan. I'm not gonna play you anyways. And now
you should have dropped Javonte. Javonte is like
Javonte sucks,
dude. Yeah, I think so. Here's what I'm gonna say, James. If Aneesh wins the league this year again, you are to blame yourself because you dropped this gem. Like, I mean, his matchups, his upcoming matchups are pretty good.
Scroll up, just so I can defend myself.
In Detroit,
like, come on, like from weeks 1.
Yeah, but dude, you forgot the key event that happened the week you dropped him.
I know.
Literally, they announced they're getting a new offensive coordinator that week. Same week.
I knew it when I dropped him too.
That's when you were like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll hold on to this guy and see. That's why even when I made my trade, I was like, you know what? Let me get Odunze because they just made this trade, and I want the upside of potentially Odunze. Yes, Odunze is not consistent, but like he's shown some flashes.
James, when you dropped him, it was a no-brainer for me to put him at waiver claim because look at his targets, 11, and then he got hurt.
But the Bears suck. The Bears suck.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. The Bears suck, and they're always going to throw it.
I also thought that Mike Williams was going to get 25 points a game, so I deluded myself. This is the biggest. I was so convinced. I was like, I'm not going to play Keenan. And Mike Williams is going to be my wide receiver 2.
Yeah, Pittsburgh offense is
Russ is going crazy.
He's okay. Russ is okay. But that Pittsburgh offense, they're an old school team. They're an old school team. No one is getting 15 targets on that offense.
When I saw you text this morning, Tammy, like Keenan saved you or something, I was like pissed this morning. I was like, fuck. He's such an idiot.
All I gotta say is I think he's a must start this coming week because
Oh,
Detroit's
yeah.
entire defense
Yeah.
is hurt. They're on the
Yeah,
IR. The entirety
absolutely.
of the defense.
I hate
He's a must
him
start
so
for
much.
sure.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
I might consider starting Oduze with the way Desmond Ritter is playing.
I also thought not that we're beating the dead horse, but I thought Odunze was gonna like rise. I thought DJ Moore was gonna rise, and Keenan was the odd man out, and Keenan's just like the
This
wide
feels
receiver one.
exactly like last year's Seattle Seahawks situation where
Yeah.
DK is DJ Moore,
Yeah,
Tyler Lockett is Keenan Allen, and Romadunze
Yeah.
is JSN.
like you keep
Next
thinking
year,
the old
Odunze
guy's
might
gonna fade, but he's like
Yeah.
because I thought he was gonna start strong. He didn't. And I was like, well, it's only gonna get worse. I should have seen that. The offensive coordinator Shane Waldron, who got fired, I didn't know a man could be that bad at his job that they look this different. I underestimated. I figured, like you fire a coach, like they're good for one game after, then you kind of go, nothing really gets changed. That's what the Giants do, at least. It was new to me that you could fire a coach and things get like tremendously better. I haven't personally experienced that.
I definitely picked up Keenan in other leagues. You are not to be consolation prize. A lot of people drop Keenan.
That makes me feel a
And-
little better.
Yeah, and I picked him up in another league. That's why I was like, you know what? I'll have him in one league. At least I'm invested in it in case whatever happens.
Yeah.
And honestly, it saved my team in that league also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just on the name alone. You can't fully like just let it go yet. As long as he's getting the targets, he's gonna connect it. Honestly, yesterday he should have had even way more points. He had a couple
Yeah,
jobs.
Caleb was so inaccurate. It was
Yeah.
not even funny.
It's gonna haunt me.
Yep.
Well, to haunt you even further, let's talk about my matchup. This is the 4 and 5 seed facing off each other. 4 being Lance, 5 being me. I pulled it off late with Keenan's touchdown. So essentially, let me give you a little rundown as to how I approached this matchup. I knew Lance was the hottest team in the league coming into this week. He was highest scorer, I think 3 of the last 4 weeks, which is kind of wild, first of all. But anyways, I knew I had to get like boom potential rather than playing like safe floors. So I saw Kyron play on Thursday, and he didn't do too hot. He rushed a lot, but he didn't get the touchdown, which kind of hurt me. So I had to bench my guy Najee to play Keenan, and that was a last minute decision. Paid off, but that was kind of my thinking. I just needed points, because Lance's team, I've been talking bad about him to start the season, and he proved me wrong. First of all, that was a great effort by him. So I have to give him the shout out, the ultimate,
Yeah.
like,
Good for Lance.
compliment. It was stressful playing him because
Yeah.
just look at his team. CD went off, James
Yeah.
Cook went off, Josh Jacobs went off, Jerry Judy
Judy.
went off. Rock Bowers kind of was the difference here, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was Bowers versus Allen. It came down to it. This game was not decided until the fourth quarter of the last game, which is insane. Literally, you guys are going at. They had the same exact amount of points, like in the third
6.5
quarter.
to 6.5. Yeah,
Yeah, and it was like, who's gonna turn up? Then Keenan turned up, made a big catch, like then got the touchdown catch, and that was what put this away. Honestly, kudos to Lance. He rallied from being like maybe 207 or something
3 and
to
7.
make to make the playoffs and also give Anish a good fight. Unfortunately for Lance, Anish got the last laugh on this one, or the last word on this one, because you guys, I know he's been cussing you out for picking, for not believing in his team. So, honestly, good fight from Lance. Right respect. He put together a good team. He had it was unlucky sometimes, but overall, good season.
Really good season.
Yeah.
I just got to shout out Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
37 points. Unbelievable.
His son gone.
AJ.
Amon-Ra.
Yeah, your big boy showed up
and
this
AJ
week. I
did
think
well,
that's
too.
Yeah.
one thing that also helped you. Your big boys that have been kind of like not consistent showed up. AJ Brown,
Yeah.
we all know the old story with passing in Philly.
I
And then
told you this coming week I needed 100 yards and 1 touchdown. I literally said that, and he got me that.
Dude, yeah. 2 weeks ago, we thought he was going to blow up too. He didn't blow up until now. They made sure to feed him.
Yeah,
so it's good.
Let's hope
From
it
them.
continues because they have an exciting matchup against Washington.
Week.
It's be a good one.
Big game.
But yeah, that wraps up for this matchup. All I got to tell you, it was stressful. I did not enjoy this until Keenan got a touchdown. Honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't savor it until both clocks hit 0.
Dude, yes, because on that Hail Mary or the first Hail Mary attempt, McBowers was there. And if he made that catch, how many points did that? Still not enough because
Still
6
not
on the
enough 'cause-
touchdown. I think it was like 50 yards. 12 points. It was still not enough. But I was hoping Jacoby would get it to save face a little bit. So it doesn't look like right now I was the lowest scoring winner in the playoffs. Wasn't very promising. My running backs let me down, but that was my matchup.
We'll see how you do next week. Well, speaking of next week, though, let's move on to some prediction or looking ahead to the semifinals and then making predictions after. So let's start with let's keep it on the number 1 seed versus 5 seed, Max versus me. I can't really pull it up here, but
yeah, it doesn't show it.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about that? What?
Can you pull the bracket up or no?
Oh yeah, I can.
It's not working.
Yeah, if you pull up the bracket and click on it, it should show you.
Where's the bracket? Where's the bracket?
Oh boy, I put you on the spot.
It doesn't show.
Here, let me share something.
This does not look like the bracket. We're in our scoring format. I think
here, bracket's right here.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So Max advances. I advance to face him.
That's gonna be a good one.
It will be a good one. It's a little concerning though, because Max is just his stud players are just studding. They're studding out. Like it's just, I need them to like disappoint.
I would.
He has a very boom and bust team.
I would love for a Max versus Ori championship, but I think realistically we're gonna have the podcast host championship.
Hey, we'll get to the predictions in a minute.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I gotta say Max has been the best team this year, and he really is. I can't overlook him. Essentially, top to bottom, really good team. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got to say. I'm just I got to make my right decisions. I think his wide receivers may be his weakness. His 2 starting, Ridley and Worthy, maybe, but his other guys could carry him, and his tight end too. I don't know what he's gonna do, but his tight end. He texted me. He was like, "What should I do?" And I'm like, "I'm not gonna tell you."
Oh man!
You're playing him next. He probably doesn't even know that he's playing.
Yeah. Does Max know he's in the playoffs?
Yeah, he does.
He knows that.
Yeah. I think this is my starting lineup, though. I'm not going to change anything.
Dude,
Sorry,
I think your
Najee.
team.
I'm benching you.
Dude, your team is solid. The pickup of Keenan might be the revival here. And on that defense, though, you might have to rethink that. But what are they playing?
The Cardinals are facing the Panthers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have a solid team. Your team is looking that. I think you have a 3-headed snake now with Keenan.
We'll see.
You have your tight end. You have a very. I don't know. This is looking like past years of a niche dominance. The three back to back.
He took 1 year off.
Took 1 year off to playoffs, and now he's back. Yeah, solid team. It's just I think what's gonna happen is your big guns, if they show up.
Yeah. Facts.
It's whose big gun is gonna show up.
Who is? I don't know. I'm worried about James Conner facing Carolina. That might be a juicy one for
Oh
him.
yeah.
Yeah, James Conner is good.
And then on the other side, we have Tammy advancing to face Ori, which means it's an exciting semifinal there. This is what I actually was hoping for a while. I wanted this really badly.
Yeah.
Tammy, how do you feel?
Our team is good, but I have full confidence in my team. The showing this past week wasn't great, and I got a little lucky, but hopefully the things turn around a little bit. The matchups I had this past week were tough too. Like all my players had tough, really tough matchups. It was a sea of red, so that wasn't fun.
Mm-hmm.
But for the upcoming week, I'm gonna need like my running backs to really step up. Like they combined scored 10 points this past week, which was a little disappointing. I'm gonna need King Henry to
Oh
figure things
yeah,
out here.
I
I
forgot
need
to even mention that Derrick Henry had like his first
Yeah.
really bad
yeah,
performance.
yeah. I'm gonna need King Henry to kind of like figure things out. I was like kind of saved by my quarterback and like wide receivers, turning up as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's I definitely have to look at my team and make some key decisions, maybe if needed. Jacoby did not look very promising with Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, you need the Raiders. If Raiders had a good quarterback, I likely would not have advanced. I think.
Yeah, but they also play New Orleans, so both teams are kind of beat up.
Has
So
DeAndre been good?
I might have to
No.
make some decisions there. Either
How's
between
Hopkins doing?
Hopkins is okay.
Like, could he be your flex or no?
For flex, I think I'd rather play on Tuesday over Hopkins, just because like Hopkins is okay, but there's so many mouths to feed.
Yeah. He hasn't been
And for
going
who are the
crazy.
Chiefs facing again?
Let me see.
What about Nick Chubb? Have you been playing him or no?
No.
He's out.
He's
for the
done.
year.
He's injured.
He's injured again? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Kansas
I
City's
mean,
facing
Hopkins
Houston.
does have a good matchup with
Yeah.
Houston. So you don't know.
You tried so hard to trade Michael Pittman to me, and I kept feeling no. But how I view Keenan Allen is how I view Michael Pittman. So maybe if you drop him, he'll pop off. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'll play Michael Pittman for the culture. You see, I can't even drop Michael Pittman, which is like, I know he's not great, but like I'll be so pissed if I drop him and someone picks him up and he's working in Allen is in this right now.
Yeah.
I'll be so petty about it. But I didn't, maybe I could have dropped him and pick up Keenan Allen, so it was so stupid of me to be stubborn on that. I probably wouldn't have get him. Did you get him off waiver priority? I don't know when you even got him.
I think
Maybe you were
got
higher.
I put waiver.
Yeah. So maybe I wouldn't have get him anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. I just needed a reliable wide receiver bench player and turn into a starter. I don't know. I didn't really expect.
Yeah,
it to
you
be
rolled the
like a
dice.
starter,
You rolled the dice
but,
and you played
yeah.
out.
Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Looking at this RSM though. RSM is good. Tyreek. Oh, did you take out Tyreek?
Oh,
Maybe
He's
initially,
not gonna
but I don't think
did
so.
that just happen?
He's not gonna bench Tyreek. That'll be interesting if it does. If it does bench Tyreek, that would be very interesting. But RSM is decent. Josh Allen is a beast.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
Unfortunately, I think Allen is a better quarterback than what you have. Hurts. It just
Yeah. No, I mean
You
it's
have
not
a-
unfortunate. It's the numbers are there.
You have a better running back, I think.
But if they show
Ramondre
up,
and Tracy might be a little comparable. We'll see. And obviously, I think your wide receivers. I would take your wide receivers over his any day. At least your top two.
yeah.
Who would you take, Kelsey or Andrews?
I mean, I'm gonna stick with my guy. I'm gonna stick with my guy. I stuck with him through the 0 point days, and like even this week's performance wasn't crazy either because he got the
Yeah.
touchdown, but that could be like game script, just they were blowing out
The Giants suck. The Giants are trying to lose
Giants.
games.
So it's also like the Giants are technically they were number two tight end defensive team. So it was kind of a tough matchup for
The
him
Giants have
also.
a sneaky, decent.
Yeah, they have
defense.
what's his name, Brian.
Brian Burns.
Ryan Burns that they
Yeah.
acquired from Carolina.
Yeah. I don't even watch the games anymore.
Yeah, so I think I have full faith in my team, but definitely Ori is not to be underestimated.
All right, let's do some predictions. Semifinals, let's go. First matchup, me and Max. Let's go around the room.
I think Aneesh is going to win.
Who's good? Okay, James, you going first.
I mean,
yeah, I think Anish is gonna win just because of I see Anish as the most complete team. You have Jaden like Daniels, and you just have like your Trey McBride. No, you have like a no question. Like our positions where you need reliable players, you have them. Like, and you have like crazy wide receivers. Your running backs might be the maybe your weakness, but even that, like Kyron's floor is very high. Kyron's floor is like 10 points. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
And you have a solid team, and obviously you're very knowledgeable, so you know how to pick on matchups. Like obviously, none of us can fully predict things, but you know how to set the right lineup that can help you out. Unfortunately, Max has a weakness in tight end position, so
he does.
it's just a matter of if one of his guys go off again.
Damn, are we going 3 for me? Oof, that is tough. Are we trying to intentionally jinx me?
maybe.
No. I've removed all the jinxing from any of my predictions this year. It's just what I thought.
Yeah,
like even let's just look back real quick though. Your matchup with Lance, I was literally torn because you guys were so even, and it showed on the outcome of it.
Yeah,
that was a best match.
Yeah,
that was
matchup of the year.
Yeah, as you said, it came down to the fourth quarter of the last Monday
so
night games.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, I can't go. I have to ride with my team. I can't. That would be disrespectful for me to pick the other team.
You'd lose the locker room.
I would. These guys are gelling really well right now. So, yeah. And then to touch on the other side, Temi and Ori. What do we think, James? You go first.
Temi is a good team. I really like his team this year.
Yeah,
you,
I'm gonna ride with my guys. I can't. Like they've brought me this far. They've been good. I made it here with a little bit of luck and a little bit of good. Solid team. Just need the running backs to show up and Mark Andrews to give me a decent outing. My wide receivers have definitely carried me a lot. I depend a lot on them, and Jalen, those tush pushes I depended a lot on. So also, just I believe in them, and I think I put together a good team.
All right, just to make it a little more interesting, I'm going with Ori.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a JSN week. JSN is facing Minnesota. Minnesota gives up most yards to wide receivers in the league. Josh Allen's facing the Patriots. Patriots are facing the Bills. Bills have given up 40 points in 2 straight weeks, which means their defense is kind of struggling as well. I don't know. I don't fully believe this, but I'm going with the. I guess is it the underdog? Not really.
No,
seed,
yeah, I'm going with
it was the higher seed
technically.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I want Max and Ori. That'd be cool. That'd be really nice, just for some turnover.
Why? Dude, I've never won any of this shit either. Why is it better? Why is it cool? Wait, let's just address this.
Because you're my rival.
Why is it cooler for them to win it compared to like the guys that actually put in the effort? And I've never even touched the trophy, and I've been to the finals twice. Yeah. Why is it cooler for Ori, who hasn't been there? Yeah, I've been to the finals twice and lost twice. Damn. I lost to you and I lost to Mike. Why is it so much cooler for them to win it compared to me that I put in? I make the right move.
I struck a nerve.
I put in the effort too. But it's not cool for me to win. I have so many rivals in this league.
He's just I am a rival. I'm just a hater. You do make a good point. It's like we probably should root for the people that. Look, it's probably not good for the league if Max, who doesn't know what's happening, wins the entire league.
Yeah.
I am.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I'll tell you that.
I would say this: like you can root for whoever you want. It's just always interesting to me that we adopt this like underdog perspective of like you want this underdog to win when the actual people that put in the effort. We just discredit them just because they put in the effort to make trades and pick up the right guys to be competitive.
Just take James's opinion with a grain of salt. He's just jealous.
I'm it's jealous, okay. And I want everybody to be sad like me. That you can listen to podcasts every week, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just funny to me. It's funny.
Yeah. All right, let's to finish up this predictions. Let's go over the losers over here. Mike lost to Vinny and Sawyer won against Max B. So the ultimate toilet bowl is going to be Mike and Max B.
Ooh.
Who's the ultimate loser?
I think the unfortunate cause of Max of winning, then he's going to finish last. I think Max is going to finish last. His team is just not good. There's no sign of life. Yeah. Max is probably very busy to be making fantasy moves as much as like some of us.
Yeah, he has been busy.
Yeah. So like that has his attention is not on fantasy this season. Mm-hmm. His team doesn't look good at all. I think he's going to be the ultimate loser here.
Well, I'm looking at his team. It's fine.
Would you say show Mike's team is just like whose team?
Show us Max's team.
Okay. Why isn't this responding? Oof. I'm having some technical difficulties.
3 points this week. Oh my god.
What'd you say?
I'm looking at Vinny and Mike's matchup. Both their quarterbacks had under 4 points.
Damn. All right. I'm pulling up Mike's team first because he's first in the screen. Would you say Mike's team is like one of the most underperforming teams?
Yeah.
Yeah, considering he has JJ, Nico, and Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup did not do him any favors this week with the 0 points.
Yeah.
Definitely very under. Wait, did he bench Aaron Jones or his bench is for next week?
He benched Aaron Jones this week.
Interesting. And played Cooper Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, like I think his team just underperformed.
His biggest weakness was he picked Sam Laporta in the second round, and he just is not that elite this year. Laporta.
Yeah. I miss turning things around a little bit. Yeah. But I think his team severely underperformed.
Yeah, and then pulling up Max B, our champion from last year.
Look, Temi, he's got you in his photo, so Max isn't your rival. You have one friend in the
league. I know. It's not. I'm just stating facts.
I know.
Wait, who's his rival?
Me.
What if it's you?
Oh, no, Daniil.
Daniil. Wow.
Interesting. Okay. But yeah. He's starting Marcus Valdes-Scantling.
That's,
Yeah, it's desperation time. and like
Yeah.
Elijah Moore. Like, his team just doesn't
His
look
team
good.
fell off.
Isaiah Pacheco. Oh my God, Jeremy is sitting on his. I should have tried really hard to trade for Mixon. I just didn't think I could afford Mixon.
Yeah. ETN has been a bust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big miss.
It was between Etienne and King Henry for me. And I'm glad
You
I.
made the right
You
decision.
made the right choice.
Yeah. Now I need the
Etienne
King to
was
come
drafted
through.
that high. That's a huge bust. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Etienne is
So
gonna drop
who's
next
the
year.
ultimate loser? Max B.
For me, yeah.
I think so.
I'm going Mike. Sorry, Mike.
Really?
Aneesh likes changing it up.
No, I actually think it's gonna be Mike. He's going against the commissioner again, and he's gonna be. I don't know. His luck, his karma's gonna get him.
You want it to be Mike.
Yeah, I want it to be Mike.
And then that crazy
I
thing,
love
like
Mike.
I was when I was looking for like to get a wide receiver, I was looking at Cooper Cup and like Puka. I mostly wanted Puka, but Cooper Cup was my second option. But like Mike was driving a very hard bargain for
He was.
like, and I was like, dude, you're asking for too much. So I just stepped away, and like it was like,
Good
all right, let me
choice.
just go all in with Sawyer. And
That was a good
paid
trade for
off
you.
because
Really good trade.
yeah, DeAndre Swift hasn't been as good recently.
Yeah.
And Cortland Sutton cooled off a little bit, but it's still did all right. Honestly, Sawyer would have been in the playoffs if he'd set his lineup that last week.
Sawyer.
Yeah.
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah. No. The usual. Thank you, Jimbo, for joining us.
That was fun.
Fun discussions.
I disrespect Dio, but I just like
No,
I like
no,
the
it's
passion.
not. I don't take it as disrespect.
No, I
I was
know,
just
I
more
know.
like, dang, like, what did I do? What did I do to be getting all this hatred when I'm just out here trying to compete? Like, I'm just out here trying to compete, make moves. But I mean, honestly, I see it as a sign of respect because, like, you guys know I'm a competitor. Like, I want to win, and like, I do. Like, you guys see me as one of like the like
top players.
big guns, even though like I haven't won jack shit in this league. Made it to the final twice, never won it.
You're like the Bills, honestly.
Yeah,
Like, really good.
Kind of. Yeah. So like Anish is like the Patriots in like 5 years ago, and like I'm just like the Bills over here. Like people see me as a big gun, but not winning anything. So but it's a sign of respect.
I'm the Giant. Wow.
What team would you say
Except
James
I make
is?
the playoffs. I'm like the.
I want to see the Ravens, but like
Yeah.
No, I don't think
yeah.
Like
Not
good
the
regular
Ravens.
season. What's the team? Is it the Cardinals that always like start hot and but they don't make the playoffs? I don't know. Maybe like the Bengals, except the Bengals made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's like very incomplete.
We'll think on that. We'll come back next week.
Yeah. Well, that'll be in your
Steelers. You're the Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah.
The Steelers
Like
are like playoff team.
Yeah.
Good
Playoff.
record.
Yeah.
Don't do
And
anything.
then they don't. And they never do anything.
Yep. Honestly, that's the perfect team to describe me.
It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Thank you, JB.
That was fun.
Good episode. Thanks to our listeners.
Good
Hope you
season.
enjoyed the episode, and good luck to everyone else left in the playoffs this week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Anish, closing thoughts. Just peace. We out. Anything you gotta say about your matchup? Last thoughts on your matchup?
Last thoughts. Max, you're going down.
There we go.
One seed, the crown. Taking back the crown.
He won't be listening.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's not going to hear that.
Yeah, he's not gonna
Vengeance
listen.
is coming for vengeance after not making it last year. All right.
See.
Thank you, boys. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your evening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get dinner. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye, guys.